Even though we know what salmon need, healthy freshwater ecosystems are in short supply throughout the Columbia Basin.
The Yakama Basin is basically an ecological disaster, but let me put that in context. It suffered from historical overgrazing conditions in its headwaters and upper ranges. It suffered from uncontrolled logging operations in the uplands. It suffered from irrigation withdrawal in the lowlands. And yet, in context, it is still one of those drainage basins that could be saved. It's just a textbook example of what has happened throughout the Columbia Basin, where, for the sake of progress or economic development, resources were developed with little thought to the future, and essentially the salmonids in this basin paid the bill.
The Yakama watershed is one of the most intensely irrigated in the nation. Pesticide and herbicide use remains a very large problem.
The water that is used to run over the land to irrigate our crops is also utilized as a vehicle to apply chemicals. Various fertilizers are then placed back into the return flows. And as we know, water being the supreme recyclable commodity, all water is, every drop is recycled. That pollution, the silting and the chemicals are all introduced and then adds to the pollution, adds to the problem of the fisheries and the degradation of the environment.
The water quality is degraded considerably in the last 40 years to a point where you can't drink the water, and how the fish survive in it is a miracle. Throughout this whole basin, the water quality is very poor.